Welcome back to CanHammer, everybody, your source for Sigmar from the Great White North. I am here tonight with Francois.
Hey.
Hang on.
Camera blur.
That's better. Francois is bringing his Gloomspite Gitz again for another game. A different list from the game he played against Phil.
Pretty different.
And I am playing my first ever game with my Nighthaunt army, which is just about done. The blade guys need to be finished. This should be an interesting matchup. It's Francois' second game, and my first game. I mean, I used to play Reapers with Nagash, but I've not played them as an army before, so should be really fun. And we are playing on this brand new Nighthaunt sort of ghost town. I need to get a better mat, like the one with the cobblestones. But this terrain here I commissioned from Adam at Greenleaf Terrain, and it's just beautiful handmade stuff. He's got like nice details like this chain. This is like a broken down church. There's two church bits over here. Then there's like a jailer's cell over here. It's even got a hanging gallows.
It matches the gallows on my shrine.
Yeah, it does. There's like a little fountain in the middle, which just happens to be a perfect 3-inch objective marker. There's rune buildings. I'm going to use this for 40k too, because all this line of sight blocking runes. It's a beautiful table. This is only half the scenery, and unfortunately Adam is moving to BC, so I don't think he's doing his business anymore, which is a shame because he makes beautiful terrain. But anyway, thank you Adam at Greenleaf Terrain for making the scenery, and this is the first battle on this terrain, fitting for the premiere of the Nighthaunt. So, how do you think it's going to go, Francois?
Oh, I'm really looking forward to it. Now I think I have a slightly better grasp of what I should be doing with this army, because I had no idea last time. And really looking forward to seeing your spooky ghosts in action in this oh so fantastic battlefield.
Yeah,
really looking forward
I think it's going to be super fun.
Yeah.
We'll come back with the armies.
I won't be using the roll.
All right, here's my 1990 points of Nighthaunt. The general is going to be the Knight of Shrouds, and he has the Ruler of the Spirit Hosts command trait, which lets me in my hero phase bring back D3 slain models, basically. And his artifact, he has the Headsman's Judgment, which basically gives him a 3 damage sword. And he's my general. He is going to be heading up a battalion called the Shroud Guard, which is him and 2 units of 5 Bladegeist Revenants, which are here. That basically gives everybody in that battalion a 5-up Deathless Minions instead of 6-up, as long as they're within 12 of this dude. So that's that. Then I have another battalion called the Chain Guard. That is headed up by this Guardian of Souls. This is the Darrowcar Special Edition Guardian of Souls with the Mortality Glass. I'm trying that out. The Mortality Glass gives a 9-inch bubble. If you within 9 inches when you declare charge, you only charge 1d6.
Ooh.
So that's that. And also his heal spell is turned into a translocation spell, which gives a unit within 24 inches a 6-inch move, and they can use that to retreat and run and still charge. And he has the Maul, and his spell is Shade Mist, which gives a unit -1 to wound against it. So that's the Guardian of Souls. And then I have an allied Vampire Lord, which is just a Vampire Lord. He gets like no spells. He's just there for some +1 to hit, +1 attack action, and to have another wizard. Sorry, he's another wizard. Okay. So just a stock Vampire Lord with wings, flying horror. Then in that Chain Guard battalion is 2 20-man units of Chain Rasps. Nothing special about Chain Rasps. Then I have a Spirit Torment, which is just a dude who gives a reroll 1s to hit aura, and he can do some healing. And then I have 2 units of Grimghast Reapers, 30-man each, 1 blue unit, 1 green unit. And actually I thought that might look weird, but actually it doesn't look too weird. They're from a different grave, what can I say? And so blue unit and green unit, Grimghast Reapers, each with their 1 dude with the bell. And that is it. So there's the extra artifacts. So I have 2 extra artifacts. I have the Ether Quartz Brooch on the Vampire Lord. That gives me on a 5-up, I get my CP back. And this dude has the Witchlight Lantern, which is a +1 to cast. And so those are my 3 artifacts, my 2 battalions. I have 2 extra CP to start with, and all my dudes. I think I covered everything, so we'll go on to Francois' list. All right, before we go over this army, Look at these guys. Cool. Super cool. And look at this thing. The new loon boss on the Mangler squid. That is really, really awesome. I'm going to take some better pictures of it because GoPro's not good for pictures, but it looks really, really awesome. So, Francois, what is in your army?
Alright, so to start, for my characters, I've got my general, the Loon King himself.
Okay.
Can't leave him without him. I like him a lot. A little bit expensive, but he does a lot of work.
He's the guy with the 24-inch pistol shot.
Exactly, yeah. Basically, his moon on a stick is like an automatic pistol. Then I have a Loon Boss on Mangler Squigs. Cool. Right here. And I have a Shaman.
Okay.
Just a basic Shaman caster. He has the Clammy Cowl, which is I'm basically using because I just love the name, but it gives him -1 to hit. To be hit, I should say. And then my Shaman, I gave him the Staff of Sneaky Stealing because that's kind of what he's modeled with. So he gets to add +1 to cast if he's within 12 of one of your wizards or someone with an artifact, I believe. We'll double check.
Okay, cool.
Then from a battle line, I have my main block of 60 grots, 9 netters, 2 standards, musician, all the fitsins. Then 1 minimum sized unit of Squig Herd. Okay. And 1 18 strong Squig Herd. Not quite max size, but didn't work out for the points. Okay. Then the heavy hitters are going to be 2 units of Boingrot Bounders, which I think is the best name games.
And they got lances. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're basically knights on squigs.
That's so cool. So cool.
And these guys do mortals on the charge, so I think it'll be pretty fun to play with if I can actually use them right. We'll see. And then some Loon Smasher Fanatics.
So you got rid of those Puffshroom Fanatics.
Yeah, well, I'm trying something different. I'm trying for more of an impact on the charge kind of list with the squigs. Okay. We'll see how that works out. Okay. But the big block of goblins is still really helpful for bogging something down, I think. Yeah. And then I have the endless spell, Mork's Mighty Mushroom.
Nice.
Which actually against your list, I'm really hopeful can do some work. We'll see.
Okay, cool. All right, so we'll come back with the mission. Okay, we're playing Focal Points. This is the diagonal deployment. 5 objectives. This thing is actually a perfect 3-inch radius circle, so that is our objective basically. So 5 objectives. You get 3 points if you hold the opposite pairs, 2 points for holding the middle, or 1 just for holding one of something. And then person with the most wins. We're going to actually roll off our deployment right now, Francois. 5. 2. All right, I'll just stay on the side for ease. That means you get to draw first, or I get to draw first?
I believe you picked, so I draw first. But it won't matter because I have a lot more drops than you do.
So I have, yeah. Okay, so we'll deploy up and we'll come back. Okay, I wanted to roll off, so I picked this side for convenience. There's really not a lot of terrain really matters that much in Sigmar at the moment. And Francois over there. I deployed with my Reapers all within 12 of my characters because everything in Nighthaunt is very dependent on Holy Within auras. So I made sure that that was the case, and I drop it in my Shroud Guard over there. And then otherwise deployed on the line. I'm on 2 objectives, fairly standard. And basically, Francois, your strategy was you put your shrine there.
Yeah, shrine in the middle. So the leadership aura basically covers all the objectives on the side, so I think that's the best spot.
Most of your knights, all your knights over there.
Yeah, I decided to overload this side a little bit. Since I don't really care about the terrain because they fly, right? So I figure I'm gonna try and go this way and see what happens.
Cool.
And the moon is going to start in this corner. Okay. And we'll roll for what it does starting turn 2.
Okay, cool. So I give Francois first turn. So good game, Francois.
Yeah, good luck.
And we'll come back in the hero phase. At the end of the movement phase, we're going to do a short rapid fire battle report so we don't take 5 hours to play. And we'll come back at the end of the movement phase for Grot's turn 1. Okay, hero phase summary for the Gloomspite. So they cast the jump, basically Hand of Gork or Mork. So these guys just moved up here. They're within the objective now and still within their morale buff. Then the Loon King got this power that lets him advance after he advanced in charge. And I think that was it. Oh, Mystic Shield on these guys. And that's it. So now we're just doing movement phase. Yeah, actually. The movement phase, basically those guys just shifted over there and that's about it. These guys didn't move, right?
Nope.
Okay, so we'll come back at the end of Gloomspite's turn 1. Okay, turn 1, that was pretty fast, just shot at these guys and did nothing and no charges. So 4-0, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-0 for Gitz at the end of turn 1, going on to Ghost's turn 1. Okay, my strategy is to hit him. See what happens. First time playing this army, I want to see what they can do. I'm cognizant of staying within. I'm going to hit this unit with the blue Reapers and stay within my bubbles. But these green guys are just going to go off and take those guys off, hopefully. So we'll see what happens. So my hero phase, I Mystic Shield these blue guys, and I translocated these guys, so I'm going to move them 6, and then we'll do my movement phase.
Here.
No command ability, so I've got 3 TPs now.
We'll say that these.
Okay, so end of my movement phase, Chain Rasp was moved up, these Reapers moved up, all these characters advanced, these guys moved up, and those guys translocated and moved, so now they're 3 inches from those boingers. And that's it. I decided to leave these guys in reserve, and we are going to come back at the end of my turn and see what happens. Okay, so at the end of my turn, I basically killed some Grots. I killed those Fanatics. The Fanatics only killed 1 dude, but the Grots killed 8 guys in return. So there's just a lot of attacks. The Ren doesn't do anything, so that's just very effective. And then I killed a bunch of those guys, maybe like 9 or 10 guys in total.
And now they're stuck in combat and they're good on the charge, so this is a problem.
Yeah, so they're in combat, and then you know, the Loon King will come in, and that's about it. I got my 2 points here. He had more guys still on here than me, and that's it. So it's 4-2 at the end of battle round 1. We're gonna roll off. Here we go.
You get a 4. You get a 4, so I get it.
Yeah. So you want to go next, I assume?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yes,
so
I do.
Back. It gets turn 2. Okay, turn 2 for Gitz. Basically, Mystic Shield. Nothing else happened, I don't think. And then you cast Mork's Mighty Mushroom. Rolled 26, so you get to throw it 6d6,
yep,
which is crazy.
But
so
I rolled really high.
26, threw it all the way over here, and everything within 8 on every model on a 5-up takes a mortal. So he killed 5 of these guys, wound each on the characters, and seven more Reapers, because I was outside of my
7 more
6-up.
Yeah.
So brutal. Okay.
I did roll hot on those 5-ups, but yeah.
All right. So now we'll the moon. He rolled the moon and is now full
it's
moon.
In the middle,
so the whole table is affected. So that's really played into that as well. So we'll go into movement phase. Stayed there. Those boingers all fell back. The Loon King on the Mangler and the other Loon King moved up, and that's about it. So come back at the end of the turn, see what I got left. Okay, so end of turn 2, and those Reapers are dead. Those Reapers are 4 left, so basically dead, and another 4 points for Francois. So that is literally it. That Mangler did a crap ton of damage on the charge.
The Mangler on the charge is brutal. This
mushroom wiped me out, and I made the cardinal error of overextending and ran out of all my auras. So I paid for it. Okay, so now it's gonna be, so it's 8-2 at the end of your turn. So we're going on to turn 2 for Nighthaunt. Okay, so end of my turn 2. I basically lost 1 unit here and killed herders, that's it. And I lost 1 more guy there. That was kind of pointless. And that's it. So then I just control 2 points, and that's it. So it's 10-4. Roll off for turn 3.
Yep. I get a 6. You get a 6, so I get to pick again because I went. No, yes, because it avoids the double turns.
Okay, so turn 3 for Gitz coming up. Alright, so end of turn 3 for Gitz. Basically, this dude came up and killed those, the remaining Reapers there. And so last time we forgot to do morale. He actually lost 6 guys, and then he did a bunch of mortals to me on the way back. And then anyway, so it ends up now that we have 4 of these guys left and 1 Blade Geist left. And so he still holds that. So another 4 points for Francois. So he's up to 12-4 going into Nighthaunt turn 3. Okay, this is the end of Nighthaunt turn 3. Basically, I just consolidated around here, buffed up these Chain Rasps to survive, and then killed these boingers. And then, so now I have this. So now I have 3 points and 1 point, so I have 4 points.
And you killed a squig herd, not boingers.
Oh, I call them all boingers. So it's 12-8 now.
12-8. And
going on to turn 4, roll.
You get to go.
So I think... Is there much point in me going? Like, what am I going to do other than just sit here and score 4 points?
True.
And then you'll score
3. Well, actually, I can probably run close enough to the objective to...
Yeah, just get enough guys there and you'll own it, right?
Yeah.
You don't even have to fight me.
No.
So, like, it's a losing battle, but made it closer than I thought.
Well, scoring 4 points in a turn is, you know, quickly... Because I've been scoring 4, right?
Yeah.
So that brought me to 12, but you've been scoring also 2 every turn, so actually, yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll just give you turn 4.
Okay.
I don't see any reason to take a double turn, and then you could double turn the next turn.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just give you turn 4. So turn 4 coming up for Gloomspites. Games.
It's all different systems, I know.
All right, so end of turn 4 we called it. I killed this unit here, and that's basically it. So because these guys, because he had like 7 or 8 CP.
I had 7. Yeah.
You just auto advanced everything 6, so it just becomes super mobile. So yeah, good game. So what do you think, Francois?
I think I'm finally starting to figure out this army, and Loon King's command point farming ability is so powerful, because if you got the Light of the Moon and you can run and charge your squigs, you just auto advance them 6 every turn, and they fly. They're super fast.
Yeah.
They hit hard on the charge.
Yeah.
The Mangler did some work, man. That thing is brutal.
Yeah.
The
I like this
mushroom
balance of one big unit and then all the rest squigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mushroom was really, really good too. I didn't roll hot. Like the mushroom did more than it should have, but the mushroom against the Horde army is super powerful. Yeah, this I'm really pleased with how this game went, obviously, but I really like this mix of squigs and the big Unica stubbers.
Yeah, it's really good.
I do want to try like trolls and spiders and all the other options, but I think this is a really fun build.
Yeah. No, I like it a lot. This the big unit is really hard to get through, and then the squigs are really good, especially with the moon. And then if you have like infinity CP, basically they can move so fast. It balances out their
random
2d6 random movement, which can be very good or very crappy.
Yeah.
So it kind of balances that out, and then once the moon's in position, you just advance and charge. So that really takes away that big disadvantage there. Yeah, that guy's pretty good.
He is 300 points. He's not cheap, but he is a machine.
Well, you know, it's your big monster basically.
Right. Yeah.
If
you don't put a boss on it and you just run the regular Mangler, it's almost as good. You lose the command ability and the ability to like auto run stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he's only 240.
Yeah. I like that model a lot.
It's really pretty as well. Yeah.
I think I just played it wrong as well. I think it started off fine on my deployment. I was happy with my deployment. Let you have first turn, and what I should have done was just stay back in the second turn, and then hit you in a more concentrated manner on one side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played it wrong, and then I outran all my auras, and yeah, that wasn't very good. I overestimated what these guys can do.
Yeah, because they had a lot of trouble with just the squig herd. So
yeah. So we'll rejig around. This is actually Ben Sava's list for UK Masters. So there's some tech here that I'm just not getting. Obviously, it's my first time playing the army. So we'll keep practicing it because I like the look of these guys on the table. It's really cool. Yeah, so I don't think I played that very well. But strong army, the Grots, everything kind of adds together. And the Holy Within thing for Nighthaunts is really tricky to play around. You really have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, well, I hope everyone enjoyed that game, and thank you everyone on stream for watching. And we are actually back tomorrow night. Chris is in the house, all the way up from Cornwall, and we are going to be playing the Clash of the First Legion, Deathwing versus Ravenwing.
I will be watching that.
So it's just he fancied bringing out a bunch of his old 3rd edition Deathwing models because of the Bolter beta rules, and I'll bring out my Ravenwing, and we're just gonna go at it and have some fun. So do tune in tomorrow night, 9 p.m. here on Twitch, and thank you very much for watching, everyone on YouTube, and see you next time.